Hi everybody, this is Spencer Hughes back with episode 6 of our mini-series, What Questions Should I Be Asking Before Purchasing My Property? First, we're going to be talking about disclosures, and we're going to be getting into problems with the homes that don't necessarily need disclosure, but you should be very aware of. Some very important things. Disclosure is about, environmental hazards and whatnot. So when a house has been painted with lead paint, they're legally required to disclose it. If it has asbestos in the insulation or any of the outside material, they're legally required. Or if there's any mold, water damage, or pest problems, they're also legally required. A lot of that takes a little bit of common sense. So if you see a house and it's built within the 1930s to 1950s, it's probably safe to assume that it has asbestos. Now, obviously, they've been continuing to use that, so you can continue to use that, or you can also put into your mortgage for plus improvements the cost that it might take to remove said asbestos or chemical material. Now, there's also some things that don't necessarily need to be disclosed when purchasing a property, and you're going to find these things to be normally coming up in regular conversation with your seller. Those are things that when you get to that inspection stage and you see little problems in an unfinished basement or fixtures that are missing, you're going to want to bring those up, and especially a seller doesn't want you to get into a buying agreement and then you see something that you didn't like that was never disclosed, and then that makes you back out of the sale, even with the penalties included. So we're going to really try to work that realtor or work that private seller, whatever it might be, to make sure that all of the details that might affect your longevity of being in that home, you're going to try and get them out in the first meeting with them. In our next episode of our mini-series, we're going to be talking about if there's been any renovations or additions to the property and how that might potentially affect the future home buyer. Stay tuned.